Hey everyone, I'm Ashley Letchworth and I am a Diamond Coach. I'm Rachel Woods Diamond and I wanted to help you guys out with Teachable Tuesday today. Last week, Angela did a great job of talking about inviting and that whole process, and I'm just going to dive a little bit deeper and maybe answer some other questions that you guys might have had as far as forming goes and things like that. One thing that a lot of coaches have a problem with, me included, is going through that process of forming and getting stuck. Get stuck at getting our message out because maybe we just are afraid to take that next step, or we just feel like there's not an opening for us to get in there and talk about it. So we're just going to talk a little bit about that today, as well as what to do after they're interested. So first and foremost, let's talk about how to take it to that next level. So you've been messaging with them, getting them, getting to know them a little bit more, talking about their family, occupation, recreation, the R part, and then we get stuck at the message. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is just to take a deep breath and get bold. Nothing is going to happen if you don't do anything. And that's something that I had to tell myself too. So just remember that. Remember that the worst thing that can happen is that they'll ignore you or they'll say no. And that's the worst thing that can happen. So, we just need to get a little bit bold with that. So my suggestions on what to do is, remember, number one, that you are sharing. You are not selling. You don't have to sell. You are telling them about something that's an opportunity for them to be a part of that can change their lives. Maybe you have your own story. I know, like I do, that you are 30 pounds different after having your baby, and now you are that much less than your pre-pregnancy weight was, like mine was. Or, some other story that is great. Or maybe you don't have much of a story as far as weight loss goes, but you have been affected by how encouraging and motivating the groups have been and how they've helped you to stay on track. And so just remember your story, remember your why, and go back to helping them, and just keep remembering that this is about them. This isn't about you. This isn't about your Success Club points or Challenge Pack sales. This is about them and helping them achieve their goals. So just keep that in mind when you're inviting them. So I would start out by saying, like, hey, I'm not sure if you've seen on Facebook, but I have an event pop up, and I know it's public, so you might see it. But I was wondering, would you be interested in taking part in the summer swimsuit slim down? And see what they say. That's like kind of a non-threatening way to put it in there. Just, hey, have you seen it? And that way they can say yes or no, like, yeah, I saw it, and it's just not something for me, or like, yeah, I saw it, tell me more about it. And that gives you an in to continue on going. Or maybe they ask you, hey, how was your day going? Or maybe you ask them that first, or about their job, and you can kind of go back and forth with, well, today I've been really busy because I've been talking to a lot of people about my next group coming up, which is a pretty cool group called the Summer Swimsuit Slim Down. And they're going to be like, oh, what's that? Or they're going to say, oh, I saw something on Facebook that you posted about that. Maybe they'll just leave it at that. Maybe they'll ask you a question about it, but it gives you an opening to continue talking to them about it. So now let's kind of fast forward in this. You've got them hooked and they are interested. They want to hear more about it, and you told them more about it. So, okay, first, I guess let's talk about when they say no. I'm going to encourage you guys to not take the first no. That is something that's hard to do because we want to just be like, okay, they're not interested. I'm just going to move on to the next person. Maybe I will cry pity party about it and move on. But I'm going to encourage you guys to not take the first no. I was a no. Ask Rachel. I was a no for challenge groups, and I was a no for being a coach. And I ended up later being a yes for both. So you don't ever know who your next diamond is. You don't know who your next just awesome weight loss story is going to be. So don't take the first no. When they say no the first time, maybe it's because of money. That's probably the number one reason that I get why people don't want to do it. Most people want to lose weight. Most people want to get in shape and get toned for the summer. But maybe they just don't have the finances right now. So don't take the first no, but give them ideas for how they can try to save up for it. Or give them the discount coaching option. Give them the option of finding 2 to 3 friends who want to do this with them. And then that way you can tell them, well, if you do it that way, sign up as a coach. It's only $39.95 to sign up as a coach. And guess what? Your friends, they can buy it through you, and you therefore will earn commission off of it, and it's going to help you end up paying for your Shakeology. So, and actually it probably wouldn't be the $39.95 because they need to buy a challenge pack. But just forget that I said that. But that is a good thing to say to people, though, for other challenges. But this one, they need to have a challenge pack or be on Shakeology Home Direct. But you can tell them that that will help them pay for that, so that they can go ahead and purchase their challenge pack or purchase their Shakeology HD by signing up as a coach and then getting their friends to go ahead and purchase through them. And then they can be a part of a group with them. What an awesome idea. So that's one way that you can kind of talk about the finance thing. If they still say no, maybe just give them another option of, hey, why don't you, take out a jar and put, try to put X amount of money each day in it so that you can save up for this, because I really know that you want this to reach your goals. Make it about them. It's not about you getting the sale and closing the sale. Of course, ultimately that is what you were trying to do, but it's them. It's their goals that they have already told you about if you were doing the forming process right and asking them about their fitness goals. So to try to figure out which program is best for them. And like Angela, like she was saying, I don't ever talk about the cost until they're interested in the program. So once you've gone through and talked about the programs and that's the one that they want, you say, well, remember, you want a T25 because it's going to get your workouts done in 25 minutes. You're going to get awesome results. And you're going to feel great. You're going to have more energy. Shakeology just tastes so great, and it gets you up and going and throughout your day, and you know you've got all the nutrients that you need. So how can we get you to get this? How can I help you to get this? And so just make it important. Make it important to them, so that they can see the benefits of it. And sometimes people end up being a final no, that maybe you can come back and follow up to later for a challenge the next month. But just don't take that first no off the bat, because normally it's not really a no. It's just it's kind of like a initial reaction people have, because to them it seems like a lot of money and they don't want to shell it out right now. They're not sure if they're really going to get through it. Maybe they don't believe in themselves. Be the person that believes in them. I had a girl just recently, as an example, she just did not believe she could get through it. She just knew she wouldn't. Well, that's my job. My job is to help her get through it, and I had to tell her that and let her know that I believed in her. I accepted her as she was, but also knew that she could get to her goal. And so she recently purchased the T25 Challenge Pack. So just work with people. Let them know how important they are. So sorry, I'm kind of rambling about that, but I'm really, really passionate about that and helping people find a way to get these programs to help them with their goals, because I know how much it helped me. And I do tell people that too. Okay, so now they're hooked. They say yes. Now, basically, what to do. Let's say they clicked yes on your invite to the event and you just haven't heard from them. So send them a message. Say, hey, I'm so excited that you said you're going to the Summer Swimsuit Slim Down. So let's talk about this. Have you looked at any Beachbody programs before? Let's talk about what your goals are and which program we need to get you hooked up on, and just go from there. And then you're kind of going to do that process again. They're going to ask you about price, and you're going to go through that whole thing again. So just be confident. Don't take the first no. Care about them more than you care about yourself. And it's going to get you through. So just remember that. And I think most people are going to be interested in it. It's just a matter of how they can afford it and how they can make that next step to make the purchase. But you need to be bold. You've got to come out and ask them. You've got to be willing to take a no or two or three. So just take your eyes off yourself My dad always used to say, and it drove me nuts, this quote over and over, that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So just keep that in mind through this process, and you guys will do great. If you guys have any other questions, just post it in the comment section, and myself and the other diamonds will try to get back to you and answer these questions. And I hope that this was helpful for your Teachable Tuesday. Talk to you guys later.